What would you do if your husband, the richest man in the city, died suddenly, and the only thing standing between you and his billion-dollar empire was a single poisoned will? This is the scandalous story of Adeyemi, the beautiful widow of Chief Oba Adeyemi, a Nigerian billionaire whose death shook the entire nation. But as the dust settled, whispers began: was his death natural, or was it orchestrated? And more dangerously, what secrets were hidden inside his will that turned Adeyemi's life into a battlefield of betrayal, greed, and survival? Stay till the end, because the truth about the poison will shock you beyond imagination. Chief Oba Adeyemi was the kind of man who commanded respect wherever he went. He built an empire in oil, real estate, and politics. At 64, he had everything: mansions in Lagos, estates in Abuja, and even private islands outside Africa. But behind his power was his young, stunning wife, Adeyemi, 32, graceful, and envied by society women who whispered that she only married him for his money. One fateful evening, after hosting a glamorous charity ball, Chief Adeyemi collapsed at his Ikoyi mansion. Within hours, he was gone. The doctors claimed it was a heart attack. But those close to him noticed something strange: his lips had turned purple before he died. The nation mourned, but in the shadows, enemies began sharpening their knives. 2 weeks later, the family gathered in the billionaire's oak panel study for the reading of his will. Everyone came: his estranged children from his first marriage, his greedy brothers, political allies, and of course, Adeyemi, the grieving widow dressed in flowing black lace. But when the lawyer opened the file, gasps filled the room. Instead of the straightforward division of wealth, the will was a twisted maze of secrets. Half of the fortune was left in a trust, but the documents contained strange conditions, including that Adeyemi must never remarry within 5 years, and that certain properties could only go to his first son if he completed a mysterious task no one understood. And then, something terrifying: the lawyer coughed, staggered, and collapsed on the table before finishing the reading. By the next morning, he was dead. The cause? Poison. The family realized the truth: someone didn't want the contents of the will exposed. From that moment, Adeyemi's life became a living nightmare. Her stepson accused her of killing his father. Her in-laws plotted to take over the empire. Even her close friends began to betray her, hoping to get a slice of the fortune. Rumors spread that the will contained names of secret mistresses, hidden offshore accounts, and possibly confessions about illegal deals. The press painted Adeyemi as the Black Widow, but behind closed doors, she fought tooth and nail to protect her late husband's empire. Late one night, Adeyemi discovered a hidden safe in Chief Adeyemi's study. Inside were letters, and another copy of the will. This version was far more shocking. It revealed that Chief Adeyemi knew his family would fight over his wealth, so he set traps within the will to expose his enemies. But one line sent shivers down Adeyemi's spine: "If anything happens to me, know that the poison will find its way to the truth." But before she could process the words, she heard footsteps behind her. What followed was a deadly game of cat and mouse. Adeyemi realized someone close to her was orchestrating everything: the poison documents, the mysterious conditions, even the lawyer's death. In the end, she had to choose between protecting her husband's billion-dollar empire or exposing the shocking secret that could destroy his legacy forever. And when the truth finally came out, the nation gasped. The poison will was never about money, it was about vengeance. And so, Adeyemi, the billionaire's widow, stood alone, not as the villain society painted her to be, but as a survivor of one of the deadliest inheritance battles in African history. But tell me, if you were in her shoes, would you fight for the poisoned fortune, or would you walk away and start anew? If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so more people can uncover these hidden African billionaire tales. And let me know in the comments, do you think Adeyemi was innocent, or was she part of the poison all along?